City series cigars and Citrus 7s, black cement 3s, 4s, the hairs and bread 11s. No doubt that I'll be wearing some fire at any sighting. With these Doran Becker 5s, you can see me in any lighting. It's exciting, I'll be flexing to the coldest degree. What's up, everybody? Sneakerhead M Checks. I got the 2023 Jordan Playoff 13 scheduled to release Saturday, February 18th. So as usual, we're going to take a close teacher look at the shoe from all angles. I also have the Playoff 13s from 2011. So after we're done looking close at the 2023 pair, I'm going to compare them to the 2011 pair and discuss any differences they have. After that, I'm going to put these on and step around them so I can see how they look on feet. And after that, I'll discuss my opinion on the shoe, and then we'll talk about release predictions, reselling predictions, and all that stuff. So let's get right to it. Nice tumble leather in the toe box. Looks good. Feels good too. You got the suede tongue. Yellow circle around the Jumpman up here. Playoff 13s are the only OG colorway that has that. And I used to wonder why, but then after imagining the Breads, Chicagos, Flints, and Black Toes with like a ring around the Jumpman up there on the tongue, I'd say it's best that they left it off of those and just put it on these. Suede and rubber on the midsole. More tumble leather up here. Got the little reflective bubble in the back with the Jumpman and the 23. Here's a closer look at the leather. And then here's the inner side. Here's the back. Now, I meant to ask this before. Let me know in the comments, what do y'all do with this protective plastic that they always put over the little reflective bubble on the 13s? Do y'all leave it on there to protect it, or do y'all take it off so it's not like, you know, in the way? Interior is all black. Red Jumpman on the insole. And here is the outsole, the gray on it. I always like the sole on these. They come in this OG 13 style box that we got the Flints in on the last retro, and a lot of other 13s, not just the Flints. White paper on the inside, and here's the box label. Here's a quick all-around view of the shoe. Alright, now let's see how they look on feet. I'm working that shit on the daily. If it ain't about business, I really don't have the time. I'm really just focused on dollar signs. These sneaker stacks looking like finish line. On All-Star Weekend, I play the crib. She know we don't go out on Valentine's. I like authentic, but I can still rock with a swingman or even a champion. With Jordans to all of my finals in college and graduated like a champion. I'm feeling like Shaq in the paint cause I'm valid in places that some of y'all can't be in. Luka, my favorite new youngin'. Alright, so I got the 2011 pair over here on the left and the 2023 pair on the right. And there really isn't much difference at all between the two. The only thing I'd really say is the sole. The sole on the 2023 pair is exactly how it is on the OGs. On the 2011 pair, you can see that they took those gray parts out and replaced them with red for whatever reason. And that's pretty much it. The shade of yellow is a little bit different too. It's a little brighter on the 2011 pair than it is on the 23 pair, but it's really not that big of a difference. It actually looks more serious on camera than it does in person. And then obviously the boxes are different as well. Very good retro if you ask me. See, I was pleased with the 2011 pair. And since these are basically the same thing as the 2011 pair, just with the real OG sole, these definitely get my approval. Although I wore my 2011 pair a lot, I'm sure I could tell by the heel drag. I mean, it's not that bad, but you can tell they've been worn a lot. But as you can see, they're still mad clean. And because of that, when I first heard they were re-releasing them, I was thinking about passing on the 2023 retro depending on how they made them. Because, you know, they always got to change something, and I didn't know if they was going to, I didn't think they was going to do anything weird like for an All-Star Weekend release, but you never know. So when I first got these in hand, because they are so similar to the 2011 pair, I was kind of thinking like maybe I should just resell these after the review and then keep my 2011 pair for myself. But after thinking about it some more, I may actually do the opposite. Because even though they are very similar, the 2023 pair favors the OG a little bit more with the correct outsole and the box. Now, if this was an OG pair that I had in good condition like this wouldn't even be a debate. I would keep the OGs and sell the 2023 pair, no doubt. But in a lot of situations like this, I'll be feeling like, why have an older version of the shoe if it's not the OG? You know what I mean? There are a few cases or exceptions where I may actually prefer an older retro that's not the OG for a particular reason. But in this case, I think I'm gonna go with the newer retro that resembles the OG pair a little bit better. I'm actually kind of surprised they didn't give us these in the OG 13 shape. For those of y'all who don't know, the older 13s had like this part right here, the cut wasn't as low. It was like a higher cut. If you look at pictures, you'll be able to see what I'm talking about right away. I feel like they've been putting OG shape on a lot of retros lately. Some of them not even OG colorways. So I kind of felt like these may get that, especially because they're re-releasing these All-Star Weekend this year to represent the 25th anniversary of Michael Jordan wearing them in the '98 All-Star Game, in which he won All-Star Game MVP, by the way. But I guess that means they'll just do that on the next retro, which makes sense because that just gives them a reason to retro these again. Yeah, I know this Jordan brand be changing stuff on retros so that we can be mad at it, and then 5 years later when they re-release the shoe again, we're not really like, oh, it's the same shoe again. We're happy that they gave us the new shoe without that change we was mad about like 4 or 5 or, you know, however many years ago. Because watch, in like 2028 is going to be the 30th anniversary of the shoe. So we getting these now for the 25th anniversary. There's going to be at least one OG colorway got to get retro for 2028. It'll be the 30th anniversary of the 13s, and that'll be a perfect time for them to give us them with the OG cut. If they don't do it before then. Because like I said, mad shoes been getting their OG shape. So I'm literally like waiting for that to happen with almost every silhouette at this point. I don't think it's going to happen overnight. Like Jordan brand is very good at spreading stuff out so it doesn't get oversaturated. So we may not actually get a pair of 13s in the OG shape until then, now that I think about it. You know, because there's so many other pairs they could do that with. So yeah, but that's my prediction. I have a feeling 2028, 30th anniversary of the 13s, we gonna get them with the OG shape. Like I just said, these are re-releasing All-Star Weekend, and I feel like there's always a good amount of attention around the All-Star Weekend releases, especially when people remember or realize that they are doing this because Jordan wore them 25 years ago in the All-Star Game. They're gonna be reposting all kinds of pictures of Jordan in the All-Star Game, you know, the picture with him and Kobe. They're gonna be reposting all those, and I feel like it's gonna bring a little bit more attention to the shoe. So these will get some sort of attention because of that. Also because it's an OG colorway, and a lot of veteran collectors are gonna be interested in. But in general, I still don't think there's going to be a ton of demand for them. I do think there will be more demand around these than they would if they would have just, you know, released them at like a random time and like, let's just say April, if they didn't do the whole like All-Star Game connection thing. So because of that, there's going to be a little bit of demand, but I don't think it's going to be that crazy. Once they come out, I feel like they'll resell kind of similar to the way the Chicago 2s did. Maybe like 220 to 260-ish depending on size. So for resellers, I'd say smaller sizes probably aren't worth it. They may not be worth it at all depending on your circumstances as a reseller, but if any at all, go for the bigger sizes to flip. But from a reseller's perspective, I think your best bet is to focus more on the black and white ones coming out the Wednesday before these. I think these will kind of be like a second place prize to a lot of people who end up taking L's on the ones. If this video is helpful and informative in any way, I really appreciate if you give it a thumbs up. Also, if you're interested in more early reviews like this or any other sneaker related content, do us both a favor and subscribe to my channel. Just make sure you tap that little bell icon next to the subscribe button and select all. That way when I put a new video out, you get notified, you won't miss out on anything. Thank you all for watching. Everybody please stay safe and healthy out there, and I'll see you next time.